Well, good evening. It's good to see so many familiar faces that I've had a wonderful opportunity of working with over the past 2 years. It has certainly been an honor and a privilege serving you in the Virginia House of Delegates 3rd District over the past 2 years. I'd like to thank the Fair Association and all of those that were responsible for bringing this event together. Over the past 2 years here in Virginia, we have led the way in recovering from this economic downturn. When I was first elected to the Virginia House of Delegates 2 years ago, we were faced with the worst budgetary crisis that Virginia had seen in modern history. We were faced with a $4.2 billion shortfall. And as a result, the majority of both Democrats and Republicans believed that the solution to solving our economic problems was not by raising taxes. And as a result, we made a number of tough decisions and adopted a balanced budget that did not raise taxes. Today, we are one of only a few states that now have a surplus. Today, some of the leading budget items included investment in transportation, one of the largest investments in infrastructure in many years to help reconstruct and resurface the dilapidated roads in Southwest Virginia. Some of my top accomplishments and priorities include reforming and streamlining water infrastructure projects, saving millions of dollars to localities, bringing millions of dollars in water and sewer funding, fighting for coal jobs, introducing legislation to promote ATV trails and tourism, and ladies and gentlemen, addressing something that hits and affects every single one of us in this room, the rising cost of electricity. I have and I will continue to fight state and federal regulatory agencies such as the EPA that have killed coal jobs and raised the cost of electricity. I helped lead the way in Virginia to fight against universal health care, also known as Obamacare, that will cut $500 billion from Medicare, taking away from the ones that need it most, our senior citizens. Folks, I consider myself not a partisan representative, but a representative with common sense, and I'm asking for your continued support on November 8th. Thank you.
Thank you for the Fair Committee for having us here this evening. 2 weeks ago, our nation was on the verge of financial default. And we were on the verge of financial default because our representatives put politics before people. We have people telling us today that we can no longer honor certain commitments to our seniors and we can't educate our kids anymore. Well, I believe that we do need to honor our commitments to our seniors, and we also need to educate our children. I got into this race for 2 reasons: our jobs and our values. And let me talk to you a little bit about jobs. For the past 19 years, I've been an attorney over in Buchanan County. During those 19 years, I've represented both economic development authorities of Buchanan County. I've personally been involved in all of the major economic development projects in my county, including the graduate schools, Southern Gap, and the Grundy Flood and Redevelopment Project. In fact, one of our most recent projects, Sykes Enterprises, now employs 300 people, and it was opened just a little under 2 years ago. We're also now working on an optometry school in Buchanan County, so we've been making some bold moves, and I want to bring those same bold moves to areas like Bluestone here in your county. The second reason I got into this race is because I believe that the middle class in this country is under attack. When our representatives put politics before people, what happens is the middle class is under siege and the middle class is the casualty. You never measure any economy based upon those at the top or those at the very bottom. You measure it by those right in the middle. These are the values I want to fight for. I want to fight to lower our power rates in this state. I want to protect programs for our seniors and our children. I want to protect funding for our kids. And I also want to bring jobs to this area. If you believe in the same values that I believe in, I ask that you come over to the table to hear what we have to say. If you believe in those same values, I ask that you join us to send a message to those both in Washington and Richmond that people come first and not politics. Thank you.